Hey, CBS 46 investigates the debate over vaccine exemptions. All 50 states do have legislation requiring specified vaccines for students. Almost all states, including Georgia, grant religious exemptions. And 17 states allow philosophical exemptions for personal, moral, or other beliefs. But the head of the FDA now says that may change in the wake of the measles cases in several states, including ours here in Georgia. CBS 46's Haley Mason joins us now live to explain more about this. Haley?
Sharon, Georgia already has had 3 cases of the measles this year alone. And just to put that number in perspective, they've had less than a dozen cases of the measles in more than the last 15 years. That means the numbers are growing this year. Doctors say that Georgia has 2 different exemptions for the vaccine, and it's a pattern that they say can be a problem. Katarina Stein says her baby has special needs, so she depends on vaccinations to keep both her children healthy. She was taking them to a doctor's appointment when she spoke with us.
Her immune system is weaker than average children, so probably we'll be doing some extra vaccinations, but I'm really crazy about doing all the vaccination according to the list, because I know it's maybe really important.
Currently, eyes in the medical community are on the growing measles outbreak on the Pacific West Coast. This week, the FDA commissioner said the FDA may have to intervene and set new policies in states that allow for vaccine exemptions. Georgia is one of them. There have been nearly 130 reported cases of measles in the U.S. this year already. 3 cases have hit one family in Metro Atlanta.
For several years running, we've now known that there have been cases of measles in the Atlanta area. And this is a heavily traveled area. This is an international city. And so sometimes your risk can come from outside, but it can also grow from the inside.
Right now, each state can determine its own vaccination rules. Georgia allows for both medical and religious exemptions, giving patients the freedom to choose their medical care.
Someone could say it's against my religion for me to have this vaccine.
One of the biggest deterrents is the idea that vaccines may cause autism.
Since I've been in practice, and I've been practicing for 16 years, I've seen that there's been a greater number of people who are against vaccinations. There are countless studies that show that there is no relation between autism and vaccine.
Now, Dr. Morgan tells us that medical exemptions are pretty targeted. The people can opt out if they've had allergies to a vaccine, whereas religious exemptions are a little more lax. Those groups that are most susceptible are babies who are too young to be vaccinated and people who are older. Reporting in Midtown, Haley Mason, CBS 46 News.